But right now, obviously a busy show, right now we're going to have a word with the Manics' very own Nicky Wire. Hey, Nicky Wire.
Hello there, Josephine.
How are you?
Devastated.
Oh, likewise. I was so looking forward to hooking up with you and getting the live music. And of course, you were back in Blackwood, which must have meant the world to you.
I know, and I'm sort of walking around my house at the moment, thinking I should be putting some makeup on and getting some tight trousers, and instead I'm looking for some thermal underwear.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to fit the thermal underwear underneath your tight trousers. I was hoping for a tutu maybe tonight, but...
It's just, Jamesy, it really hit him bad, and... it was going to be a special night. I don't think we've done a gig there since the Little Theatre in 1987, something like that.
Yeah, I think we were thinking it was about 25 years since you first performed there, so it was going to be a pretty big deal.
It was, yeah. I spent a lot of my youth playing snooker in the Stoot. Mm-hmm. My misspent Jimmy White-esque youth. And it's just, every time we seem to be getting something going on this campaign, something
comes along. So how is James now? I presume you've spoken to him quite a lot. Well, no, probably not spoken to him, actually. Maybe he whispered to you.
He kind of grunted a bit and, sign language. And he's taking a lot of antibiotics and he's got a couple of steroids going. So I think, this time next week he should be back to full throttle.
So, because you're not a band who let down your fans lightly at all, you always go the extra mile. So he's obviously feeling really, really bad, and it was just not possible to do the gig tonight. Has he been working too hard, or is it because of the weather or something? What's wrong?
I think, to be honest, we're a band of 41-year-olds who still play like we're 25. And there's a lot of screaming, there's a lot of jumping, and perhaps it's just all caught up with a bit. Perhaps it's just a bit, a run of bad luck. We've just done Australia and Japan, and with a lot of flights and a lot of air conditioning.
Yeah.
But then again, perhaps he just caught a bug.
Okay. But we are rescheduling the whole thing, so it will be taking place 27th of January.
Indeed, and a new improved Manic Preachers will be ready to rock.
Tell him to take care of himself and look after that voice. And we get to see your snooker skills then when we come to Blackwood.
It's a good thing to see.
Where are you going to take us around, just to kind of whet our appetite? What are we going to do when we come to Blackwood?
Well, we're going to go to the Little Theatre because it's the one and only gig. It turned into a full-scale riot when we played there. And the piano was smashed, I think, which we felt really bad about. We were going to go maybe up to our old school, Oakdale School, which Joe Calzaki went to as well. Yeah. And I think me and Richey are on the board there for best A-level results.
We can have a look at that.
Maybe Penavan Pond, where we used to go and pretend we were the Beat Generation and, read poetry to each other and listen to the Clash.
Oh.
Maybe my dad's shed where we used to practice.
Your dad's shed?
Which you just wouldn't believe how we did practice in there because it's so small.
Okay.
It's amazing to see, actually.
You promise you will take us to your dad's shed then?
Yeah, if he lets you in. He does charge money.
Oh, right, 27th of January then is when that will happen. Is there anything else you want to say to your fans out there who are listening tonight?
Well, to quote Everything Must Go, I just hope that you can forgive us, really.
Oh, listen, we've heard talk of Strictly Come Dancing.
Yes.
And I think I read that you were saying that if you were asked to do it, then you would do it just for the pure situationist spectacle. Are you doing it this coming weekend?
We are supposed to be doing it, yes.
Okay.
Just once again, it depends on James's voice.
Okay.
But yes, we are, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm raiding my wife's wardrobe, see if there's anything sequiny I can borrow.
I will be so disappointed. Obviously, if people are listening now and they'll go, oh, how come they're not doing concert and they're doing Strictly Come Dancing? It's an entirely different thing, screaming out, doing a whole gig of loads of your songs and then just doing one song on a TV programme.
It is, yeah. It is completely and entirely different. Having said that, he's not sounding that great today, so it's fingers crossed and that the steroids start kicking in.
Okay.
Hang on. It is the band, if anyone knows us right from the start, it's what we were all about right from the start. We were always on about trying to reach as many people as we possibly could.
Okay, I have memories of The Word when you played on The Word, so you behave yourself. Of course I was. But it will be an absolute spectacle if it does happen, and we look forward a lot to the 27th of January. It'll be great to see you again.
Yeah, it will be, and we'll make it extra special.
Okay, we'll hold you to that. Nicky, take care. What are you going to do for the rest of the evening now?
Just sit here, chewing my gums and worrying, probably. But fate has dealt a hand, and it'll turn out for the best.
All right, take care of yourself. Send our love to James as well, and Sean.
I'll do.
Take care.
Joe.
See you, Nicky. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, right, so there you go, you have it, 27th of January. It will be extra special when you get to hear it, and we will be at the Blackwood Miners Institute, and we'll have the Manic Street Preachers for you, but we have them also at 9 o'clock tonight. If you did have a ticket for the show, don't worry, you will be contacted and offered first refusal to see the Manics in concert for Radio 2 on that date, and tonight, just after 9, you get to hear the band's performance from 2007 at Glastonbury.